Hey everybody, I'm Darren. This is my amazing wife, Abby, and we have a really special topic to go over today. And it is a topic that not a lot of people can say in public environments.
Let's
It's
talk about
sex, baby. Let's talk about why God made it. And talk about all the good things plus the bad things that come
with
if.
it. Yeah, we just rhymed.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Actually, to clear that up, there is no bad thing if you have it in the right context, and we're going to go over that. We have two great points to go over. We have...
Two great points to go over are why saving sex for marriage is the best.
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah.
One.
We're going to go over God's design and why He's called us to do that. And we're also going to go over with our experience since we are married.
Mm-hmm. But the first point is, obviously, a lot of us know this, that in the Christian faith, God has called us to save sex for marriage, and it's not we don't like to think of it as like a rule or a thing we have to check off the list. Oh, I'm a good person, I save sex for marriage, check off. But it's a loving guideline that God gave to us because He is our loving Father who knows best.
Yeah,
He knows what's best for us. He has our best interest in mind. So that's why He gave us that rule, is because He loves us and He doesn't want us to get burned by things, negative outcomes that could happen when you have sex outside of marriage.
Yeah, and just like any other parent, if we are willing to abide by the boundaries that He's given us, the commandments that He's given us as well, He pours blessings into our lives there. So something to kind of go along with that is Psalms 18, verse 24. Just to kind of go over that is a biblical principle of if we follow, He will bless you.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, "So the Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in His sight." So even though we are not perfect, but He sees our effort, He knows the posture of our heart, and if we are genuinely following after what He has called us to do, He will bless you.
Yeah, and we've seen that in our own marriage. Like, we saved sex for marriage, but we also walked in purity. It wasn't just about saving sex for marriage. That was our goal, but we also just honored Him in all that we did. And that was our mindset, like, how can we best honor God? And because of that mindset and because of the actions that we abstained from, we were blessed. And not only is our marriage blessed in general, but our sex life inside of our marriage is blessed. And we know that because of talking to a lot of other people and just other stories, other experiences, and plus we experienced that. And we know that it is the favor of the Lord is on it. And so whether you believe in God or not, whether you care about God or not, He's real, and He will bless you when you walk in obedience and save sex for marriage. Bottom line, period. Second point. Second point is comparison. So we've also talked to a lot of couples, a lot of different stories, experiences that we've heard from other people. So these couples that we've talked to not only sometimes have regret of having sex with other people before their most important person in their life, their spouse, but also comparison is a really big thing that a lot of people struggle with, whether that's intentionally comparing your spouse to someone you've had sex with previously, or maybe that's unintentionally doing it. And also having the fear of, like, if I know that I would fear if Darren had sex with someone else before me, I would fear, was he comparing me to those other women? Does this feel as good as the other person? But when you have just had sex just with your spouse and you've saved that for marriage, you don't have to have those worries. You don't have to have those regrets. You don't have to unintentionally or intentionally compare or have the worry of, are they comparing me?
Yeah, and you get to go into that marriage bed thinking, how can I best serve my spouse that I get to spend the rest of my life with, rather than thinking or comparing. Even if you're not doing it on purpose, it still can come up.
Right. And like images of those other times, of those other people, memories of those other people. Like, that can really impact your marriage. It can cause a lot of conflict. And also, that's a way that the enemy tries to take out your sex life. That could be a huge way. And your sex life in marriage is super, super important. And it's a huge part of what bonds marriage and brings a married couple together. We like to think of it kind of as like a spiritual warfare, because the enemy will try to get in there and pull you guys apart. There's a saying that goes, before marriage, the enemy will do everything he can to get you guys in bed together, and then after marriage, he'll do everything he can to keep you out of bed, not together, not having that intimacy or that sex, because he knows the enemy is smart. He knows that sex is a powerful tool that God's given married couples to strengthen them and to bond them and to unite them for the purposes of God and to unite their marriage. So yeah, those are our 2 points. Obviously there's a lot more we could talk about, but to keep this short, those are one of the 2 things that we really feel God called us to share with you today.
Yeah, so it's God's design, and he blesses those that follows his design, his commands for us. And secondly, you get to take out that piece of comparison, whether it's on purpose and regrets, whether it's on purpose or even if it just stays with you in your mind without even thinking about it in your subconscious. So we want what's best for you guys, and we're very, very excited that God has put us in a position to share not only our experiences, but also other people's, so that we can shed that wisdom and share the testimony of why his word is best.
Why he cares about us so much. All right, guys. This is Abby and Darren.
Boy.
Signing off.